Greetings and salutations. I'm going with the typical blue, pink, red again. We're going to go with 0. We're going to get 2 of each. Lovely. Come on.
Come again.
Fair enough. It didn't want to go the first time, did it? No. Thanks, doll. Come see us again soon. The instant its last 2 customers leave, Camilla hums cheerfully to herself and locks the front door for lunch. I'm about to take the first bite of my burger when she turns to me with a smug, sort of a smug satisfaction.
I'm parched.
Worked hard this morning, did we not? I'm positively parched. Stare at her with my mouth open, a very appealing sight before clamping it shut. Parched?
Oh, you mean...
Oh, hold on, I'll grab your lunch for you and then we can eat together. I go to look underneath the counter unless you case your bag, but there's nothing. And quickly I race back to the back and there isn't anything in the icebox either. As I return, Camilla has amazed me, full of amusement. Did you forget your lunch today? Seems so.
Whatever shall I do?
I look back at my own lunch, a leftover burger from last night's supper and a bottle of milk. I guess I could go halvesies?
Well...
If you need a drink, you can have some of mine. I thrust an open bottle towards Camilla and she immediately gives a step back like it's minced garlic. Which I'm pretty sure it's not, but what gives? Oh no, my dear. Milk is not quite to my taste.
You know?
Never really satisfies me, you know. She smiles gently and saunters over to me. When I look into her eyes, I see the same spark when she looks at customers as chilling. I know what she's doing, but her voice is so hypnotic it almost caused my heart to skip a beat.
But?
My darling little witch, you know what would satisfy a thirsty vampire, yes?
Huh?
Blood? If it's that bad enough that you want to enthrall me, I guess I could give you some of mine, but you owe me.
Right.
And it better not hurt. Oh, it's sweet doll. You're always full of surprises.
I feel a little embarrassed.
Even though you knew what I was up to, oh goodness, I feel a little embarrassed. She glances away and twirls her hair around her index finger. Well, we are friends, and you're always helping me out, so I think it's the least I can do.
My dear.
You're so kind, not to mention 100% right.
I promise.
I swear to you, I will only take the tiniest bit.
Come
Give me
on.
your hand, please. I do exactly as she asks. With one of her satisfied little hums, Camilla kneels before me, takes my hand and gently presses her lips to the back of my palm. I feel a pinch for just a moment and then nothing but a little dizziness. Camilla lifts her head, licks her lips. If I'm removing a handkerchief from her sleeve, she carefully wraps around my hand. Red berry with notes of chocolate and cream. You certainly like your sweets, don't you? Huh? You can tell that from my blood.
I have experience.
I have an experienced palate for such things.
I suppose.
If you're truly curious, I suppose I give you a pittance of my own.
Of course.
Few things upon this earth are quite as energizing as fresh blood when you have acquired taste, of course. She does look like she's got a lot of get up and go, but drinking blood? You know what? Alright, I'm a little tired. If it tastes as good as you say, a little wouldn't hurt.
I'm impressed.
Oh, how adventurous. I'm very impressed.
But,
My sweet witch, I was hardly serious.
you know?
The drink of vampire's blood is to become one yourself, you know.
Really?
Yes.
Yes, so be careful what you agree to. Maybe a number of benefits of vampirism, but you should think them over first.
At any rate.
At any rate, I do know a less physical means of absorbing energy. May not be effective as blood, but it can provide a quick pick-me-up in a pinch.
Oh, you mean...
Like draining psychic energy? I wiggle my fingers spookily at Camilla and she shakes her head, smiling briefly. Something like that, yes, but it's a spell called Leech Life.
Yeah!
That sounds ominous, but let's get to learning.
I'll teach you.
Alright, darling, I'll teach you how to cast Life Leech. Wait, didn't you say Leech Life before? Fair enough. New spell acquired! I have a new spell, it doesn't matter. But Camilla spends the rest of our break instructing me on how to steal life energies directly. Or energies directly. It's a pretty simple process. All you have to do is lock eyes with your target and you have to cast these spells. You slowly drain your energy. Nice and straightforward. Not even I could mess this up. I haven't had a chance to test it though, so after she showed me, Camilla wouldn't even look at me. The awkward silence stretched between us for what seemed like forever. Shortly after a break, customer finally shows up and wearing a mean face that spells business. Hey, I want to return this. I blink and tap the board next to the counter sheepishly.
Well...
We have a no returns policy on every product in the store, sorry. Why does that matter? My spell didn't work. I demand to see your manager.
Um,
Our eyes meet and just sort of stare at each other. It takes me a second to gather my nerves, and I decide to put what I've learned to good use.
light bleach!
Don't have to yell it if you're going to be casting spells on the customers. Slowly, the man's shoulders begin to sink. I feel a bit of energy gradually waking me back up. Thankfully, after about 5 minutes, he just shakes his head and wobbles off our word.
Yes!
Nightshade wins. I fist pump into the air, and I think I catch Camilla smiling at me out of the corner of my eye. When I go to look again, she seems to have vanished. Too unprofessional? Maybe I should be careful with the spells, she told me. I'm not like I'm going to be leeching out answers to the Halloween exam anytime soon. Oh, so apologies there. That's the problem when I'm trying to read off of these things. I just end up sort of scan reading, and at the same time, you know, my brain sort of sometimes fills in a word here and there. Reading off a script is a bit more difficult than you imagine if you're not doing it slowly. So let's learn some spells for now. We've got loads of blue. I mean, technically, since we could turn into a poltergeist, you think we'd be able to do it with that? There's a lot of, like, overlap with the spells. Let's go with hover, though. We've got enough for that.
0!
Look at the geese! Off they go for winter vacation. Above us, a flock of geese are winging southwards. The pattern of their flight moves light and graceful against the deepening twilight. You know, I sometimes wonder what it'd be like to be a bird flying south, crossing soaring dark seas and never-ending desert dunes.
Yes.
The ruins of forgotten cities and new towns bursting to life. And through orchards and caravan trails and little sparkling oases and over high, lonely veldt in the bloom. Zero and I are silent for a moment to contemplate how wonderful the bird's annual pilgrimage must be.
Unfortunately.
Sadly, I do not know any spell that lets you turn into a wild goose, but...
Well?
Do you wish to know how it feels to be airborne?
Can you teach me?
Can you teach me a spell to fly, really?
No.
Almost. I can teach you a spell that allows you to hover. You won't grow wings or dance in the sky or feel the shouting wind sweep against your face.
But?
Hover will let you slip the surly bonds of earth for a time.
0!
Teach me, Zero. Hover.
Alright.
Alright. Prepare yourself. I'm going to teach you how to cast hover. New spell acquired.
Hover!
Some dull and heavy force, which I hadn't realised was dragging me down all this time, began to fray. My shoulders feel light as if I slipped off a full bag of stones.
0!
Zero, my feet are
Yes.
no longer touching the ground. Yes, we have liftoff.
Don't worry.
You'll find it difficult to keep upright in the air on your first attempt. Don't worry, it's perfectly natural.
0!
I'm flying, I'm flying. I fling my arms out wide as if they were wings. A dry autumn breeze caressing my face, my hair, my skin.
Alright!
Geese, all you skilly geese, watch this. I darted a small cluster of wild geese circling above, watching me in half absence and half insecurity. I inch closer and they erupt in a cacophony of indignant cries and dart off in every direction, leaving me gasping with laughter.
Yes!
I can fly, I can fly. Zero, let's head south too.
Unfortunately.
If only we could.
Yeah.
What's happening? My arms feel heavy.
Don't.
You've done extraordinarily well for someone who hasn't cast hover for someone who's cast hover for the first time. Don't push your luck. It isn't safe to climb any higher.
Why?
Why not? I'm going to keep flying.
Well?
Time for you to come back down to Earth before Earth drags you down and makes you flatter than a pancake. Flatter than a pancake?
That's how it is.
That's what happens when you run out of magic and gravity takes its revenge.
Pay attention.
This is hover, not instantiate. No physical form, after all. Looks in there, given to the pulling forces seem intent on bringing me down from the air.
You know.
Those who've just learned hover usually cannot keep airborne lighter than a few airborne higher than a few inches and no longer than a few seconds.
But
With more practice, you can go higher and longer, but you'll have a limit as I do. Even you? My feet once again brushed the ground. I found myself double over, panting after just run a marathon.
of course.
Of course, it's your attitude just now. We poltergeists, you hover pretty much indefinitely. But we have a limit of how high we can reach before our magic fails us. When we cast hover, we use supernatural magic to surpass the limitations placed on us by nature for a minute, an hour a day. Their flight. We turn to watch the little aspects from the flock of geese on disappearing into the view on the horizon.
Yes.
is a magic all of their own. Alright,
Damien!
Just a moment.
what's taking them so long? Damien, do you need some help? My question gets a very obvious answer when Damien appears near the top of the stairs with a large stack of books in their hands. Can't even see over that page. I honestly, I can't. I've never seen that word before, and I have no clue how to pronounce it. Pagnited Mountain?
Apologies.
I just wanted to make sure I brought.
Ah,
I rush over as Damien trips over their feet, but it's far too late. Over they go, the banister tumbling down the stairs, landing in a pile of books and limbs on the floor.
Damien! No, no, no.
Speak to me. I dig through the books, but they don't move.
Damien!
Are you? Are you?
Oh.
No, don't let me get accused of murder.
it's okay.
I'm still alive.
Huh?
With a grunt, Damien stands himself back up and dusts off unseen dirt from their clothes. Wasn't even a scratch on them.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to make such a mess.
Wait,
I'll clean it, wait.
are you alright?
You look quite pale.
Um.
Damien! I cry crocodile tears and throw my arms around their necks to emphasize their horrible crimes against my sanity. They tense a little at first, but then wrap their arms around. Wrap their arms around me not long after.
Don't you know?
Don't worry me like that ever again. I almost imagine life in the dungeons.
Thank you?
Thanks for your concern.
Yes.
You bet.
But
But that looked like a really nasty fall. It's a miracle you're standing here right now.
Oh,
Oh, that. It's not a miracle. It's a magic spell. Indestructible. Indestructible?
yes.
When I was created, my maker took measures to ensure no harm would come to my person.
wow.
With a capital W-O-W. Wow.
I could teach you.
If you're interested, I could teach you part of it. It'd be perfect for you.
All right.
Count me interested.
Excellent.
Wonderful. Now I don't have to worry so much. What was that again?
It's nothing. Watch closely, please.
I'll try to teach you how to cast Indestructible. New spell acquired.
Destructible.
Suddenly a swelling feeling takes hold of me and it dies down. I don't feel much different than before. Of course, other than the sudden urge to go perform mean daring feats to test my new capabilities. I grip both fists and hold them in front of my chest and I can't flip my neck. Anticipation. Oh. Yeah, definitely need a drink now.
All right.
Okay, I think I've got it. So I take the stack of books to the top of the stairs and throw myself down.
Don't.
I think absolutely not. Oh, wait. You mean that wasn't what the books were for?
Of course not.
Goodness, no, of course not.
Well,
These books are about magic theory. If you really want to test it that badly.
wait.
Here, hold on, I'll get you something.
Don't do it.
Don't you dare jump down those stairs.
Yes.
Yes, my liege, I oblige, my liege. Damon cast me a doubtful glance before walking away. A few seconds later, they emerge with a wooden plank.
Okay.
Recast the spell and try punching this as hard as you can.
Impossible.
Now we're talking. Probably take some sort of martial arts to break that plank if I didn't have the power of magic and Damien on my side.
All right.
Okay, so I just use a sigil and
Go.
take this. Jason's heart-shattering comic punch. Crack. My fist goes through it like a hole puncher for a greeting card. I don't feel a single sting. Damien looks satisfied.
Excellent.
That was excellent.
You know,
That spell should make you invulnerable for about 5 minutes each time you cast it.
although.
Though you don't have to name your attacks.
Why?
What do you mean? Naming them is the best part.
The incomparable.
How else will
One and
people...
only.
How will people know it's the incomparable one and only Jason Nightshade doing them? You try it too. If you say so, maybe another day. For now, I have some books to clean up.
Phew.
Why did I bring so many? Watching as they go to pick up the books scattered across the stairway, I'm tempted to venture over and follow suit. Damien cast me a surprised look.
Oh.
Oh, you don't have to trouble yourself. I know you hate cleaning. It's fine. This is my home too, and after all, I owe you one. And for teaching me that spell and all.
Thank you.
As we work on it together, silence falls upon us and causes me to think.
Why?
Why would your maker want you to be indestructible anyway? You're not even a klutz.
Oh.
Oh, that's...
Well.
When I was created, my maker was, not well liked in the neighborhood we lived in. Humans used to throw things at us or try to chase us out. They managed to sometimes.
No way.
What? Those bullies? I rolled up my imaginary sleeves and put on the meanest, most serious face I could muster. When I'm done with them,
It's okay.
it was a long time ago, and those humans have all died already anyway.
But
That was the reason my maker always said we needed to have thick skins to get through life.
Like,
So he made you the most impenetrable of all?
yes.
I guess so.
but
But as long as you're sorry, as long as you're with me, even if you're not, I'll make sure to protect you.
Thank you.
That's very kind of you.
right.
Hope you can keep on smiling without worries, Damon, my sweetest friend in the world. They avert their eyes from my view and shyly slide their hands behind their back.
It's nothing.
I'll try. Oh. Again, I've had some little weird bugs in this one. But, oh well, we will continue on next time.